Hey, Five Rivers family, Brian coming at you from my office here at the church on this nice sunny Tuesday afternoon. Just a couple of things that I want to make sure that I spend some time talking to you about today. Holy Week is coming right around the corner. We've got some really cool stuff planned for that week, and I just wanted to make sure I put one final push out there to let you know what's going on and how you can participate. A reminder that Five Rivers Church is all about relational ministry, and so ministry for us centers around relationship. And what that means for us is we try to get together as a family and do things as a family. And so some of what we're going to be talking to you about is just that. And so there are three things that I want to make sure that I remind you about. Number one is our mission celebration coming up this Sunday night at 6 o'clock. This is going to be a great time. Now, you may have in your mind an idea of what a missions banquet or a mission celebration is like. This is not going to be it. I can almost promise you that. This is not a hard ask for money. We're not going to be spending our time trying to get you to give money to missions. We fund missions a little bit differently here at Five Rivers, but there will always be an opportunity for you to give if you want, but that is not the purpose of this gathering. We're going to be exploring what we're doing in missions, what our plans are coming up, what we've been accomplishing, celebrating what God is doing in the life of Five Rivers Church through missions. There's going to be some great opportunities to have some fun together as a family, lots of information to be shared with you. This is just going to be a really good time to spend together with your family from Five Rivers Church and learn about and celebrate what God is doing in missions right here. So that is Sunday night at 6 o'clock. The next thing I want to talk to you about is coming up on Wednesday. Next Wednesday, not tomorrow, but next Wednesday. That would be April the 5th. And we're going to meet at 6:30. And we're going to share a meal together, and we're going to observe communion during that meal. Now, this again is a really good time to come together with your church family. We're going to have a meal that's provided. Now, that means you don't have to bring anything. So it's going to be a good meal. We're going to have some chicken tenders from Cheddar's and some sides and some of those good honey butter croissants that they have. We're going to provide that so that you don't have to go home and worry about bringing something with you. We're trying to make it as easy as possible for you. During that meal, we're going to take time out to observe the taking of the bread and the juice representing Jesus' body and his blood. And we're going to do that together as a church family during a meal. We want it to be a special time of observance during Holy Week. One important thing to note here is that the church is providing this meal. We are going to offer you an opportunity to help offset the cost of that meal. It's going to cost right around $6 a person. We're not going to make people do that. We're not going to guilt anybody into doing that. If you can't do that, that's totally fine. But if you are able to, and you want to help offset the cost of that meal, even if you want to help offset the cost for someone else, it's right around $6 a person. You could do that the night of. You'll be able to do that using your phone. If you want to bring cash or check, that's totally good too. There'll also be a link on the registration page. We'll talk about that in a minute, that you can use to donate for that purpose as well. But the most important thing about that family communion meal is just that you show up. We do want you to register so we know how many people to plan for. But man, it's going to be a good time. Relational ministry, right? Relational ministry is what we're all about. And this is a great opportunity to come together with your church family, share a meal together, and observe communion as a church family. And then last, I want to remind you about the movie night coming up on April 7th on Friday. The Prince of Egypt. There's going to be a movie. There's going to be some free popcorn. There will also be some other snacks available that you can purchase. Those will be sold by our kids ministry to help fund some of the things that they're doing in our Kados Bible Club. So there will be other snacks available for you. There will be popcorn for free, and then other drinks and snacks provided. Joseph, Prince of Egypt. There's going to be an Easter egg hunt, a family Easter egg hunt using some resurrection eggs. Again, a great opportunity to come together with your church family, build some relationships. If you don't know very many people here at Five Rivers Church, this is an awesome opportunity to do that, especially if you're a younger family and you have kids. We would really love to encourage you to come out and join us on Friday, April 7th. So 3 things. We wanted to remind you about our missions banquet on Sunday night. We want to remind you about on Wednesday the 5th, our family communion meal, and then on the 7th, our family movie night. In the comments of this video on YouTube, you'll find registration forms for the first 2 events, Mission Celebration and the family communion meal. Be sure to check that out. Get registered ahead so we know how many people to plan for. One more time, Five Rivers Church is all about relationships. relational ministry. In order to do that, we have to spend time together as a church family building relationships. And so if you can, make this work into your schedule during Holy Week. We look forward to spending some time with you. We hope you have a great week, and we hope to talk to you again real soon.